Hey everybody, this is Ray Halstead and your CFO, Andrew McMillan. Today we want to talk about the number one metric that most business owners overlook. Andrew, what can you tell us about this metric?
Yeah, so the metric that I feel most business owners overlook is operating cash flow. So a lot of business owners are really good at looking at their profit and loss statement. So profit and loss statement, it's going to show you your revenues less your expenses and what your net income is. So if you're generating net income, in theory, you've got a pretty healthy business. You're generating positive net cash. You're generating income. But operating cash flow is another very important metric to look at because that truly shows you, how much cash you have left over after you pay all of your expenses, all of your other outflows that you have for your business, not just your rent, your utilities, your payroll, your employees. So here's the scenario that I see a lot. So let's say you have your business and you have $200,000 of net profit for the year. But when you look at cash flow, you're struggling to keep up. You're struggling to make payroll. You show all this profit, but you're struggling from a cash flow perspective. You don't have the money in your bank account. So what are the reasons why? And it really comes down to understanding your financial statements, understanding your profit and loss statement and your balance sheet. So your profit and loss statement is going to show that net income, but there's things on your balance sheet as well that don't get captured on your profit and loss statement. One of them being accounts receivable. You've got this large accounts receivable on your balance sheet. If you're not collecting on that revenue from your customers, it's going to look like you're generating a lot of profit, but you're not collecting that cash. You need to make sure that you're staying on top of your customers and getting that money in. Some of the bigger things are going to be debt payments. Like if you've got a lot of liabilities in your business, well, that's over on your balance sheet. Every time you pay that liability, that loan down, that outflow of cash hits your balance sheet. It doesn't hit your profit and loss statement. So that's another big one. Inventory. If you had to buy a lot of inventory for your business, to eventually sell, well, that inventory purchase is sitting on your balance sheet. It's showing there as an asset. And it'll hit your P&L when you actually sell it. So there's this disparity between, what are true expenses for your business that are going to hit your profit and loss statement now versus what are cash outflows that you're losing, but it's showing up on your balance sheet.
What we see a lot of times, especially during tax season, is business owners will say, how did I make that much money? Because I don't have that amount in my account. And a lot of times we'll look and we'll say, well, you took distributions of that amount. That's why you don't have the cash.
Yeah, well, that's another big one, distributions. If you're an S corporation and you are taking distributions from the company to supplement your personal income, your lifestyle, those distributions you take are not expenses for the business that would show up on a profit and loss statement. Those stay on the balance sheet. So looking at your profit and loss statement is only one piece of the puzzle, which if you're profitable, that's a good thing, but you also got to understand like what else is taking your cash every month, every week. And it's usually going to be distributions, like you just said, debt payments that you may be paying down on, loans, liabilities that you have. And then you just want to make sure that you're collecting on this profit that you're generating. You're collecting that revenue coming in. So understanding the differences between the two really help you. It's something that I feel like it can sometimes be hard to grasp for some complex business structures, but it's what I feel like is what's often overlooked, but really one of the most important parts of a business for a business owner is understanding the cash flow.
No, absolutely. Well, that's really good information, Andrew. If you are a small business owner and you are having a hard time understanding why it seems like you're making money, but you have no cash, feel free to give us a call and we will help you out. Thank you.